Buongiorno ragazzi, eccoci qua per un'altra puntata di Kingdom Come Deliverance. Allora, come potete vedere, grazie ai nostri amici, siamo riusciti ad eliminare questi due banditi che c'erano nella foresta. Ok, vediamo un po', una scorta per impedire che...
I found the charcoal burners who know about Ginger, but they wouldn't tell me anything. They don't believe I'm with the garrison.
What did you expect?
Ok,
Well, we'll see what they think when we
vediamo,
turn up.
andiamo al Carbonari dopo
Let's
aver
go,
buttato
boys!
fuori questi banditi con la scorta e vediamo se questi ci diranno dov'è Ginger. Eccoci qua dai Carbonari.
I have a report you're harboring a fugitive here and obstructing a member of the garrison in the course of his duty. Do you want to swing, you scoundrel?
But, Captain, that man of yours looked a bit... Well, we have to be careful who we trust. What with those bandits coming around making threats?
Well, if you're that careful, I'm sure you can tell me which way those bandits went. I don't want to have to scour the whole woods for them.
They came from the east and went back the same way. There's only one place they could be hiding out there. There's a track going up the hill that leads to an old abandoned camp.
All right, we'll take care of them. And another thing, where are you hiding that boy? We need to talk to him.
He's in a ruined hut not far from here. On the right-hand side of the road to Ujits, there's an overgrown path that leads there.
That wasn't hard, was it? Now let's get to work.
Trova Ginger, stigliere scomparso. Benissimo. Mi ci hanno detto dov'è questo
See,
Ginger.
lad, that's how it's done. Come with us if you want, but we can manage without you too. You can go and talk to that Ginger lad if you like. He's supposed to be hiding in some hut nearby. There's an overgrown path on the right of the Ujits road leading there. So are you coming with us or what?
Andiamo a cercare
I'd
Ginger,
rather
va,
go to
va
that
bene?
boy. He's more important right now.
Fine. Fine then. See you back at the stud farm.
Ok, ci vediamo alle scuderie allora. Vediamo sulla mappa cosa ci dice a proposito di questo capanno, se ce lo indica. Ok, devo trovare Ginger. Devo andare lì. Ma io prendo il cavallo, Bravo. Se Ginger è di qua, sì. Andiamo di qua. Ok, adesso entriamo nella foresta. Perfetto. Andiamoci pure a piedi, vediamo che trovo questo capanno. Qua forse è il capanno. Deve essere qua.
It's not my fault. There was nothing I could have done to help. I was frozen solid. I couldn't even open my mouth. I couldn't even get a peep out. They would have killed me if I'd said anything. I couldn't stop what happened. I'm not to blame.
Si discolpa già.
Jesus, you've led me a merry dance.
What do you want from me?
I want to ask you a couple of questions. Why did you run off like that? Where are your cronies? And why did you kill that bandit?
What?
Right, one thing at a time.
Perché si è scappato?
Why did you run off in such a hurry?
Because I was afraid they'd come back and kill me.
Who?
Those bandits, of course.
To get revenge on you for killing their mate?
Killing? Me? I never killed anyone. God is my witness.
I'm looking for your friends. Where are they?
The charcoal burners? They're over at the...
To hell with the charcoal burners. Where are your bandit mates?
They're not my mates. They nearly killed me. I recognized one of them, so I thought they'd come back and...
Recognized? Who was it? Talk!
I don't know his name, only that he's from Ushets and he has a limp.
What can you tell me about him? How do you know him?
I saw him a few times in the tavern in Ushets, playing dice and boozing.
And?
I know he lives in a house on the edge of the village, but that's all I know. I never talked to him.
Why did you kill that bandit?
What? Bandit? I never killed anyone.
This is yours, isn't it? I pulled it from the belly of a dead bandit near the stud farm.
That is mine, but I didn't stab him. That fellow took it from me.
What fellow?
I don't know his name, but he's from Ushets and he has a limp.
He limps and he's from Ushets. That's not much to go on, but I suppose it'll have to do.
It's all I know. I never talked to him.
And now tell me exactly what happened. And don't leave anything out.
That's quite a long story.
Sono tutto
Don't
re.
worry, I won't get bored.
All right. I woke up in the middle of the night because I needed to go for a piss. So I went out into the dark, same as usual, only there was something there that shouldn't have been. At first I thought it was just a trick of the light, but it wasn't. Then it was too late. They went past and I thought they must be horse thieves. I would have yelled, only I was afraid they'd kill me. So I waited until they were out of sight and I started to sneak away, but then...
Then the slaughtering started.
Yes. I thought they'd steal the horses and ride off. That would be bad enough, but then all the killing started and flames everywhere. It was terrible, like hell itself.
And then?
It seemed some of them didn't like it either. They started squabbling among themselves, and some of them started running back where they came from, right towards me. And I had that thing in my hand, the hoof pick.
So you stabbed the first one in the belly?
No. He ran right into me. He was running fast for a fellow with a limp. He pushed me aside and I fell on the ground. Then he told me I'd better lie low if I valued my life. And he ran off with the others. I did what he said and hid. Then the rest of the gang ran past.
And then?
Then I waited in case that limping one from Ushits came back. I didn't dare come out until I was sure. I think it was almost light.
What about the others? Was there anything you noticed about them?
I don't know. There might have been maybe 8 of them, and 2 of them were really big. That's all I can remember.
Do you know what they argued about?
I didn't hear everything, but I reckon some of them were only there to steal and wanted no part in the killing.
That sounds terrible. I know exactly how you feel.
If only I yelled. Maybe they...
If you had, you'd most likely be dead. It Probably wouldn't have done any good anyway.
But still.
There was nothing you could do. That's all. And now tell me exactly what happened. And don't leave anything out.
That's quite a long story.
You don't have to tell me everything.
I only recognized
What else do you know?
nothing.
I've heard everything I need to hear, so I'll leave you be.
Wait! What about me? Won't you help me out?
Perhaps I could. What would you like?
I'd like to go back to the stud farm, but those cutthroats who want to kill me are still around. Will you help me?
They're out of the way. I ran into them on my travels.
Really? That's great, but
What?
I'm afraid to go back to the farm. I ran away, and God knows what they'll think about it all. I don't know if they'll even want to talk to me.
Just try, and you'll see whether they drive you away or not. But if you explain it to them, they're sure to understand.
I suppose you're right. Thank you for your help, and God bless you.
Ok. Ti ho salvata, quindi adesso sappiamo. Qui non ho ucciso nessuno, è solo scappato. E vediamo a questo punto se torno allo scuderia del capitano. Così gli racconto cosa è successo. Vediamo un po'. Speriamo di incontrare nessun bandito lungo la strada. Carcassa in strada. Ignora. Andiamo avanti con la missione, va? Eccoci qua. Molto bene. Qui sono andare a cavallo, va? Un po' dove sono che non li trovo più. Ah sì, di lì, ok. Ok. Ma io ho dormito qua, ma non mi hai... Ah, ancora ho dormito, è vero. Andiamo subito dal capitano. Che dovrebbe essere qua.
God be with you.
I talked to Ginger and found out what happened.
Out with it then.
Ginger fled because he recognized one of the raiders. He was afraid they'd come back to silence him.
Well, he was right. They were asking about him. So who did he recognize?
He didn't know his name. Some fellow with a limp from Ujits.
All right. Since you've gone this far, you may as well ask around at Ujits. We've enough to do here in these parts anyway. Sir Radzik will tell you about it. He said to send you to him if you haven't already been.
Ok, faccio rapporto a Sir Radzik. di trovare il serrati. Dove sarà finito? Questo è quello che torna, Ginger, come si chiama.
I see they took you back in.
They have, but it might have been better if I never came back.
What's the matter?
I don't know. It's just strange. My mind's all churned up. I keep thinking it could happen again. I should have been lying there with the horses, my throat cut. That fellow with the limp saved me, but...
It will pass.
I hope so. I pray for it every night. I shouldn't have come back. I should have just gone far from here.
You still can.
I suppose so.
You told me you'd teach me something useful.
Aye, and I keep my word.
I soldi mi ha dato. Dovrebbe essere qua. Vai qua. Sto serrati si nasconde nell'ombra.
Greetings. What business have you?
Era lì anche prima.
My lord, I managed to find a clue to the whereabouts of the bandits.
Excellent. Bernard already told me what's been happening, but I'd like to hear it straight from the horse's mouth.
The whole story, or just the gist of it, sir?
It's up to you what you consider important.
Well, in the end, I tracked down the stable boy who fled in fear of his life, and for good reason, too. He put me on the trail of a crofter from Ujit with a limp.
And his name?
The boy didn't know him by name, only by sight. But if I ask around, I'm sure folk will know who limps and keeps peculiar company. Villagers like to gossip.
But what if he's not there? He could have fled, maybe even to Kuttenberg.
If I don't find him in Ujit, I'll ask around. Someone will know something about him.
All right. Better go to Ujits then. Find this limping footpad and get the names of the others out of him. They have to face justice for what they did. I want to see them hang. Then bring him to me in Merhoyed and I'll decide on his fate.
Certainly, sir.
Ok.
Why choose Merhoyed?
It's somewhat at the centre of events, isn't it? And what's more, there's another stud farm there.
Sir, do you think they're going to try the same thing again?
I shouldn't think so. Everyone will be on the alert now, but the secluded dwellings are more vulnerable. There are few people in them. They're scattered everywhere and we can't guard them all.
But the bandits won't find much silver in places like that.
There's always a groschen or two, some food and so on. Anyway, how much silver did they get from slaughtering those horses?
True. If they'd stolen them, they could have sold them. Those were fine animals.
Exactly. It's not about the silver. It's about something else.
But what?
Creating fear. Such great terror that you won't even squeak when they come to cut your throat. Never mind raise your hand against them. Fear that will root you to the spot, staring like a rabbit entranced by a stoat, waiting for the death blow to fall. Helpless to do anything about it.
Ok.
I feel quite hungry.
Tutta salvata. Adesso dovrei dormire un po' e mangiare qualcosa. Vediamo intanto allora. Io sono qui. Adesso dovrei... Dov'è Ulrich? Vediamo un po'. Devo andare qua a cercarlo, Mazzarola. Vado a Timber, viaggio coso. Viaggio veloce sperando di trovare una vita lungo la strada. Speriamo in bene. E qui se riesco andrei anche a dormire. Dovrei essere vicino al mio letto, sì. Vediamo un po'.
Wait, I need to talk to you.
Quindi qua. Adesso non ricordo più dov'è. Possibile. Qua no. Non neanche di qua. Forse di qua, non lo ricordo. Sì, è qua. Dormiamo un po', ragazzi, allora, abbiamo trovato il letto. Così qua almeno ci salva anche la partita. Vediamo un po'. Devo mangiare un po'. Iniziamoci, vediamo un po' cosa c'è. Com'è fuori, Dovrebbe essere giorno. Perché il martello, scusa. Fammi riprendere la torcia che non vedo niente qua, va? Guardate cosa mi tocca fare. Ho preso la porta sbagliata, ok.
Wait, I need to talk to you.
Chi mi ha parlato? Oh, vieni un po' qua. La nostra amica principessa, diciamo così.
God save. Can I help you with anything?
I heard you wanted to talk to me, my lady.
It's true. I need something from you.
How can I help?
My cousin, young Sophie, is going to be wed. It will be an entry into a new life, and I want everything to be perfect for her. I'm looking for a few things to give her as a gift, and you're going to find them for me.
My lady, why me?
Normally I'd let the Chamberlain take care of it, but he doesn't have any taste. I can't trust him with this. And I've been told no task is too challenging for you. Is that not true?
It will be my honor, my lady.
I need you to pick up an ornamental crown from Sasau for Sophie, wine from a merchant in Ratai, and a roan from the stable in Ujits.
You said a roan from Ujits.
Precisely. It's a beautiful animal. Wait till you see it. Dietrich said he'd ride it here himself, but I can already imagine how he'll end up killing himself on that horse. But you, so young and vigorous.
Questa amica,
And the ornamental crown?
I had the engravers in Sasau make it, but now they've written to say it will take a while longer. That just won't do. The wedding is almost upon us, and I need it. Go and see Master Jeronim Slesky and pick it up.
Who am I supposed to pick up the wine from?
From Conrad Hagen in Ratai. He's the only person in the whole region who can supply a genuinely good wine. And believe me, I know what I'm talking about. Here you go. That should be enough.
Wine, a roan, and a crown. I can handle that.
Thank you, Henry. I just wish there were others here I could trust so well. God bless.
Che rottura di coglioni questa qua. Scusate, eh. Quindi adesso missione, quella principale, va bene, devo trovare il bandito di Neuf Auschwitz. Invece al vostro servizio, mia signora. Devo trovare Roano Auschwitz. Ok. La tiara dei mastri artigiani di Sasau. Compra il vino dal mercante Ratti. Facciamo questa qua. Ragazzi, va bene? Vediamo se la mappa ci dà queste informazioni. Posso fare entrambi insieme, trovo il Roano e intanto... ok. Allora, usciamo col cavallo.
Be a bit more careful.
Ho fatto indigestione che vedo che la salute se ne va a ramengo. Intossicazione alimentare. Vediamo se lui è un commerciante oppure no.
Can we trade?
Facciamo affari.
If you've got the coin.
Vedete? Non ha assolutamente quello che mi serve. Vediamo un po' la mappa. Mi offre una prostituta.
I'd like to make use of the bathhouse's services.
So, what are you interested in?
I need healing.
As you wish. Do you have the coin?
I'm not giving you that much.
And how much are you willing to pay?
Quanto offriamo? Vediamo così.
Is this enough?
Well, a little more and we'll call it a deal.
Okay.
You won't regret spending the money. I guarantee it.
Fanciullo di fuori di me per 7 ore. Vedo che l'energia rimane alta. 95, anche se non cambia molto. Spero che mi guariscano anche dall'intossicazione. Parla di cure. Vediamo queste fanciulle se fanno un bel lavoro oppure no. Speriamo in bene, eh. Perfetto, non sono neanche più malato. Allora ragazzi, avete visto? I bagni possono anche curarci. Io pensavo potessero solo curarci le ferite. In realtà, come vedete, possono curare anche dall'avvelenamento. In questo caso appunto era avvelenamento da cibo. E un po' qui c'è lo stagno. Non è male. Ok, quindi per questa puntata finiamo qua. Ho scoperto anche questa possibilità. Adesso andrei a svolgere la missione, quella secondaria, per la principessa che ci ha chiesto quei favori, di recuperare quegli oggetti. E intanto, già che siamo lì, cerchiamo di portare avanti anche la missione principale. Quindi per questa puntata è tutto. Io vi saluto, ci vediamo alla prossima. Mi raccomando, condividete se potete, mettete like se vi è piaciuto, iscrivetevi al canale e ci vediamo la prossima volta. Ciao a tutti ragazzi.